Day 23 of hiking the Appalachian Trail in 100 days. Getting through Hanover and then into Norwich, Vermont. And I'll give some more updates when I get back into the woods and there's less traffic noise. Crossing the Connecticut River here and leaving New Hampshire and entering Vermont. So third state on the trail for me, and looking forward to it for sure. So back in the woods here in Vermont, and basic rundown of what happened this morning. I left the lady's house and left most of my stuff there a little bit before 7. I went over to this bakery and restaurant, and they have like a free donut for through hikers, so got that. And when I went in, I saw a pack sitting out front, so I looked around and saw a guy who looked like a hiker, so I went over and talked to him for a little bit, and he was pretty cool. He was from Tennessee, and he said his wife, for the first like 1,000 or probably close to 1,500 miles, somewhere in Pennsylvania, she would come every weekend and hike with him a little bit and bring him like resupply of food. And she made him meals with venison and other wild game, and then dehydrated them and brought them to him, so he got the trail name Wild Game. So we talked for a little bit, and he was eating his breakfast. He had just walked into town this morning and was waiting for the post office to open to get his resupply package. So cool guy. Then I went over, waited at the bus stop. They have like some free buses in Hanover to other little towns. So I took 2 buses to another town called West Lebanon, where there was a Best Buy, and I found a phone there that looked good for like $200. I got there right when they opened at 9 o'clock, and I was out the door at like 9:15 with my new phone. And then I got the SIM card and SD card switched over, and then went to Walmart, which was like pretty close by, to get a phone case. And I got one of these like 2-in-1 phone case and screen protector. They're supposed to be like waterproof and stuff, so hopefully don't have any future problems with the weather. And then I got back on the bus and came back up to Hanover. Got back to Hanover before 11, walked back to the house and got my stuff, and was pretty much back on the trail by 11:30. And then the next like 2.5 miles were just like road walking out of Hanover into Vermont, into Norwich, Vermont, and then like a mile down the road into the trailhead. So probably gonna try to go somewhere around like 15 miles today. I had close to like 26 or 27 planned, but so definitely will be short, but gonna try to make those like 10-ish miles up by next Monday when I get through my next resupply. In the tent for the night, pretty uneventful afternoon. Around 10 miles in, I got to a little town called West Hartford and walked down the road for a little bit, and there's a lady there that has a house right next to the trail and notoriously just likes talking to hikers and hanging out and giving them some little bit of free stuff. So I stopped there, and her name is Linda. She was super nice, and she gave me like a can of pop and some watermelon, and there was some other people there as well, so we chatted a little bit. and then I kept going, and I got to the campsite around 5:30. Did all the usual things, cooked dinner, got some water, set up the tent, put up the bear bag, stuff like that. There's not many good bear bag trees, so the one I used is pretty skinny, and it bent down a fair bit when I pulled the bag up, but I think it's gonna work. Today only did 14.6 miles, but I didn't start till 11:30 because of the phone stuff, and so I think that's pretty solid. 14.6 miles in about 6 hours total, less than 6 hours of actual hiking, so pretty solid. Today or tomorrow I'm gonna try to do probably between 25 and 30 to catch up some of the miles that I lost today. The problem is just like finding a spot to camp, and hopefully something like near water so that I can, get water for dinner and breakfast and stuff like that. So good day today. The terrain continues to be pretty straightforward, and quote unquote easy relative to Maine and New Hampshire. So hopefully that continues.